This is the Huneeus Vintners section of wine notes for April of 2016. All Primus wines have the same pricing plan. $13.34 wrap up at 1 case, $12.50 wrap up at 2 cases, and $11.66 wrap up at 3 cases. All Primus wines assort for quantity discount. We have a limited quantity of the 2013 Primus Red Blend in wood shippers at no upcharge. This wine in this vintage scored 91 points in Wine and Spirits magazine. The 2013 Primus Cabernet Sauvignon scored 92 points from James Suckling. Primus wines are supported by being part of John Oliver's electronic signage program. There's also a display enhancer. If an account purchases a minimum of 6 cases of Primus wines and you book a display through Raritan Merchandising, a display enhancer is installed, including a Snap Cam Titanium. Primus is a meaningful opportunity, growing in New Jersey at more than 47% on a rolling 12-month basis and more than 46% on a rolling 6-month basis. Accounts sold in New Jersey are up more than 36% on a rolling 12-month basis, which tells us there is more acceptance and willingness in the trade to feature Primus wines. This wine is turning when placed and delivers excellent value to consumers. Primus is a performance model brand in April. Be sure to book in-store tastings for Primus wines. Viramonte's top deal is lowered to 5 cases assorted with a wrap-up of $6.99. That's assorting Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sauvignon Blanc, and Red Blend. On April 5, there's a cyber deal available on Viramonte Cabernet Sauvignon and Pinot Noir at $6 wrap-up on 2 cases. Ritual Pinot Noir has a 1 case price of $13.34 wrap-up. We have 2014 vintage in stock with 2015 on order and arriving soon. The 2014 Pinot Noir scored 93 points from James Suckling. The 2015 is as yet unscored. Sauvignon Blanc has a 1 case price of $10.99 wrap-up. We have 2014 vintage in stock with 2015 on order and arriving soon. The 2014 Ritual Sauvignon Blanc scored 93 points from James Suckling, and the 2015 is as yet unscored. Faust 2012 vintage scored 90 points from Robert Parker's Wine Advocate. We continue to ship the 2012 vintage in 750 and 1.5 size. This month, the RIP is $500 on 3 cases, or $13.89 per bottle, which is worth more than 27% in RIP profit dollars to the trade. We cannot purchase more 2012 vintage Faust. As we sell out, we'll transition into the 2013 vintage, which has a top RIP of $450 on 3 cases, or $12.50 per bottle. And that RIP is worth 25% in RIP profit dollars to the trade. This wine in this vintage scored 90 points from Robert Parker's Wine Advocate. Faust 750s is growing in volume at an incredible more than 24%, as well as more than 27% in accounts sold on a rolling 12-month basis. This one has huge open-ended potential for growth. Drive this exclusive into every single store and white tablecloth restaurant. It will rival similarly priced historic California Cabernet sales if positioned correctly. In April, Faust is supported with a display enhancer. If an account purchases a minimum of 5 cases Faust 750 ml and books a display through Raritan Merchandising, a display enhancer is installed, including a King F6 hybrid golf club. 2012 The Pact is added to the Faust brand heading in the price book. Produced mostly from specific blocks within the Faust Coombsville vineyard, distinctive for their intense, flavorful fruit, this wine is elevated by complementing with fruit emanating primarily from Rutherford, Mount Veeder, and Atlas Peak vineyards. The result is a deeply beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon, an intriguing exploration of contrast and harmony, and of nuance and complexity. Wholesale is $90 wrap-up, with a RIP of $140 on 1 case of 6-packs. This is worth $23.33 per bottle in RIP dollars, and the wine scored 95 points from James Suckling. Quintessa 2012 is sold out in the 750 ml size. We still have limited quantities of 1.5s and 3 liters available. 375s are sold out. For April, we offer limited quantities of 2011 Quintessa 750s at a re-release price of $165 wrap-up, with a top rip on 2 cases of 6-packs at $350. This will be the only 750 ml Quintessa available until the September release of the next vintage. This wine in this vintage scored 91 points from Stephen Tanser. Illumination is the white sister wine to Quintessa. Illumination is a Sauvignon Blanc blended across Northern California appellations that is sourced for extremely high quality and vinified in an unusual assortment of different types of wood, including some acacia, lending this wine a distinct character unlike any other wine you ever tasted. Originally produced solely to serve at Quintessa owners' home because they needed some white wine, over time production expanded enough to sell to some markets, but it's still quite limited. We are now shipping the 2014 vintage Illumination, which scored 91 points from Robert Parker's Wine Advocate. Pay attention to this opportunity. Illumination is growing at more than 33% in volume and more than 19% in accounts sold here in New Jersey on a rolling 12-month basis. That wraps it up for the Huneeus section of Wine Notes for April of 2016.